Mercury's retrograde is not going to return to this territory or these aspects. So, this is the final moment of the conversation of Mercury and Leo to these outer planets and these new planet ingresses and transits. So, the reason that's so important is because the conversations that are coming up or the decision points that we reach at the end of this week are incredibly important for us to know that they're really holding this container of clarity in our agreements and our decisions before we go forward with these bigger long-term transits and changes that Saturn and Neptune and Aries are bringing, as well as Pluto and Aquarius. This feels like the first final decision point of a series of, I'm sure, continued changes and developments and decision points that will come down the future until we return to Mercury's participation with these outer planet transits and changes after the eclipse season is finalized in end of September. If you don't come to a certain agreement or a place of clarity by the end of this week, end of June, it's likely that it's going to take until September, October to reach a new clear decision point. So really, if and where you can make those decisions and put those things into motion, into agreement before Mercury stations retrograde in a few weeks, it can be really beneficial to feel like you have a little bit more solid and clear ground to work on as we move forward with the transits coming up. So hopefully by the end of this weekend and these Mercury transits, this first week of the Cancer lunar cycle leaves us feeling a deeper sense of clarity. It opens our ability to perceive and strategize what it is that we are working towards, who it is that's working with us, and what it is that we can say yes and agree to at this moment in order to have some sort of solid starting point to at least get moving forward in this moment. This cycle still has some really exciting new things and new transits happening. We've got Uranus that's going to be entering into Gemini for the first time during this lunar cycle, which I can't wait to dive into. There's going to be a very important and pivotal Mercury retrograde in Leo. And then also Saturn and Neptune are going to get the closest together that they will until February 2026 to that conjunction this cycle this month before both Saturn and Neptune station retrograde in Aries. So yes, this is a big month. There is still some inhale energy, but overall, this Cancer lunar cycle, it does feel more grounded. It does feel a little bit more settled, hopefully, for all of us in some ways.